Hey guys, I've been thinking a lot lately about who I am, where I'm going, what I'm really doing here with YouTube, and there's been kind of a lot on my mind for the past couple of months. And at first, these feelings were kind of stuff that I just pushed to the side, pushed off, or ignored. But recently, I got some time to get away, focus on a few other things, read. You guys know I've been writing my book. I finished that up. I was writing my book and then reviewing it, kind of thinking over some thoughts and trying to understand who I am, what I believe in, and what type of person I want to be. I want to try to explain this as best as I can, even though I don't fully understand it in my head. I'm still trying to process everything, my thoughts and feelings, and really what's going on. So when I started this channel, it was just a general channel. I did a couple different things. I showed my life as a college student, what I like to do for fun. I talked a little bit about books, business, and I eventually settled on a car YouTube channel. I did a lot of things with my car, other cars, building things, and just showing the automotive experience. I grew up in the Detroit, Michigan area, and obviously Detroit's the Motor City, so cars are very big here. That's a very big thing, and that's what Detroit lives and breathes. Everybody around here, all the businesses, people, the whole economy just is cars. Car services, car meets, events, car shows, there's just a huge cultural hub of that here. And that's kind of something I grew up to like and love, and I do still love cars. They've always been sort of a hobby for me, something that I enjoy doing, and they are cool to me. I like them, I love them, and I will always love them. But I've kind of stopped loving YouTube and loving filming them. I don't know if I was trying to convince myself that I loved filming YouTube videos and doing these things, but I just feel like I've created this job for myself. I dread, oh, I have to make a YouTube video about cars. Oh, I have to do this thing. I feel like I've merged a job with my hobby and sort of ruined cars for me because I've turned it into a job. I turned something that I loved and that I enjoyed into work. Just because you love something and enjoy something doesn't mean you want to do it 24/7. I felt myself saying and thinking, wow, like I just want to do something that isn't car related. I just want to do other things. I just want to do the things that I also enjoy. I feel like there's so many different parts of me and my personality that I haven't been able to show and haven't been able to do for myself because I've thought, oh, I've always have to do car things, or I always have to sort of become this person for YouTube and for online that I didn't know if I fully was. I saw myself going in a direction where I was becoming somebody that at my core I am not. And don't get me wrong, like I love cars, I like the things that I was doing, but the thing is that they didn't really inspire me. They didn't light me up like I feel like your passion should. I feel like because of the way I ran YouTube, I just turned this hobby into something I was forced to do. And because of that, I started to not like it and not enjoy it. There were even times where friends of mine, where maybe we were at an event together, and they could see that I would turn it on for the camera, but not really show that same enthusiasm when the camera's off. And I sort of felt like I was forcing myself to create content, like create something out of nothing. I felt like I always had to be doing something fun and cool around cars, and I didn't always want to be doing that. Casey Neistat, very famous YouTuber, he was one of like the OG YouTubers, he spoke about this a little bit. He said that he felt like he always had to be doing something content worthy, and that included hanging out with certain people, doing certain things like just for the camera and for YouTube, and I don't want to be like that. That's what I felt like. It also got to a point that running a business like this and trying to start a business wasn't working. This is a very expensive thing to do. Cars, building things, those are all very expensive, and I did not and do not have the money for this. My goal was to sort of do fun things around cars, film that, make money from that, and then continue to be able to be doing that. But the problem was I ran out of money and I wasn't making any. I don't want to say that I lost the passion because I wasn't making progress, because the channel and my different social medias still do make progress all the time. But I feel like moving forward, I want to do things a little bit differently. I don't know if that means with YouTube, with other things, or what that really means. But I can't keep trying to do the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I should be pivoting a little bit. And I just didn't have this drive to make YouTube videos about cars. I found myself not caring that much. And I felt like that came off in my videos too. I feel like you guys could see that my passion just wasn't there. I even remember times where I was at automotive events and I just decided not to film them because I just didn't feel like it and I didn't want to. And I feel like that's not how your passion should be. And I even felt like just relieved that I didn't have to make content and be exciting for the camera. And I kind of came to this question: does the car scene inspire me? And I don't think so. But part of me also questions if all of this is the right choice. I know that things are hard. Building a business is hard. I've built maybe 5 businesses and none of them have worked. I tried to be an Amazon seller. I learned a lot, but that failed. I tried to do different things on Amazon. That didn't work. I tried to start a Shopify store. That didn't work. I started a bunch of Instagram accounts I was going to make famous and then sell ad space on. That didn't work. I even tried to start a supplement company. That fell through. Like, am I just giving up? Should I be pushing harder? What do I do? Like, I don't know. These are all the questions I'm asking myself. And it's not for not giving it a good try. Like, I've at this point created probably over 250 videos and probably maybe more like 300, 400 just on TikTok alone. There comes a time where we're faced with a choice. Do we double down and keep pushing, or do we pivot and do something a little bit different? My end goal has always been to just be successful. I want to do things that inspire me, but I've tried to figure out who I am, and that's what I'm still trying to figure out. So I've been kind of thinking about these things, and originally I just started pushing them away. I said, hey, forget about it, just be exciting for YouTube, do these things, blah, blah, blah. But recently I started to face them more and try to understand them more. I was reading and writing, and I just felt so good. I felt excited, and I had to make a video that day. And my energy just went just completely down. I was like, ugh, I don't want to make a video. This doesn't inspire me. Why? I shouldn't be doing things that don't inspire me. I'm not excited to make YouTube videos sometimes, and I feel like that shouldn't be the case. So in an effort to try to process my thoughts and figure this out, I wrote a bunch of things down. The first thing, I just kind of wrote like diagrams about maybe how my life will be, like how to figure my stuff out, steps to getting better. But the big one I want to talk about is I wrote down what I want. What would my ideal life look like? Before I kind of get into this list, I think it's important to talk a little bit about where I'm at in life. My life right now is not great. I work a regular job as an accountant. I just moved back in with my parents. I don't love it. I'm 23 years old. I don't have enough money to move out on my own. I've put a bunch of money into YouTube and I haven't gotten really anything in return. And that's on me. And I just sort of feel stuck. Here are some of the things that I'm looking for in my life. Freedom. I want to be able to do the things that I want. I don't want my life to be controlled by somebody else. Somebody like an employer. I want to travel. I love traveling. I love experiencing different things, going to cool places, and just learning all these different things about the world and people. My time when I lived in Grand Rapids for a couple years, it taught me so much. I met different people that come from different backgrounds, and it just kind of well-rounded me more as a person. And I also just enjoyed it. Money. A lot of people are scared to talk about this, but I want money. Money will not buy you happiness. Obviously not. However, money does buy you freedom, peace of mind, and a lot of things that I just don't have right now. And everything in the world requires money. If I want to travel, eat, have shelter, those things require money. It is not a bad thing to want money. Do not and never let anybody else tell you otherwise. I want to help other people. I don't really know how I'm going to do that. But like a lot of you, like when you guys have reached out to me and said, hey, listen, I really like the content that you're making. It makes me smile or makes me happy. That just lights me up. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like what I'm doing matters. And I want to do more of that. I don't know how, but I don't want that feeling to go away. I want to grow a business, and I want to grow myself. I sort of feel like I'm not as smart as I could be or should be. I want to show you guys something here. Over here, I have always really liked self-help, self-development. That's kind of why I'm writing the book I wrote. And this is my bookshelf. These are a bunch of different books that are all like related to self-help, personal finance, becoming better, just all of like the whole better yourself business genre. If I have a question or a problem, I'll look for a book and then read it. But I want to read more. I want to experience more, and I want to well-round myself more as a person. I want to be smarter. I enjoy knowledge, and the more I get of it, I just thirst for more. I want to have the resources to be able to pursue multiple passions. I want to be able to enjoy cars, but while still making a good amount of money at a business or something else. I want to be able to be healthy, and that takes a lot of time and money. So I want to be able to take the time and energy to do that. I want to be able to spend time on my mental health or thinking clearly or putting that time in at the gym. We only have so many hours in the day, and I have to be strategic on how I use those hours if I want to get ahead. And being successful will give me the ability to do those things. And it'll also give me the ability to enjoy my passion of cars more. Let's face it, this is a very expensive hobby. And in order to enjoy it more, I'm going to need more money. I want to be able to live somewhere that really inspires me. I want to be able to go to different places and live in a cool city. I just live in the suburbs right now. Living in the suburbs at my parents' house does not inspire me. I want to be around cool things, see new places, and have that different experience of living somewhere. Some of my favorite cities that I've visited, Chicago, New York, I just really liked being around so much history, so many cool things, and so many inspiring people. Continuing on this kind of list of things that have been going on in my head, trying to figure out what I want to be able to also have my money work for me properly in things like stocks, real estate, and other investment vehicles. I want to have lots of friends and connections. I don't really have that right now. I don't have many friends. I don't have connections. I'm pretty much a loner. I don't do much. I don't go out often or ever. And I want to be able to do that, meet people. Different people bring different things to your life. They inspire you in different ways, bring different experiences. And I want to do that. I want to share those with multiple people. But a lot of times, like right now, I'm kind of just a loner. And I want to build a life that I'm proud of. And I'm not proud of my life right now. I don't like telling people about my life. I am not happy with it. And I just don't feel confident in the life I've built for myself. Maybe this is because I know that everyone, you and me, all have unlimited potential. And I feel like because we all have this ability to do so much more, I should be doing more or being more. And I know some of you are going to say, like, you're only 23. But the truth is, as somebody young and growing up in this world, I see the way that America and the world is going. The rich and the poor are getting farther and farther apart. Recently, we've had some of the largest wealth transfers in history. Nobody's coming to save me, and nobody's coming to save you. The only person who's going to turn my life around is me. I just feel stuck. I want to have time to be able to do the things I enjoy, and I also want to be efficient in the time I'm spending. I want to feel like what I'm doing matters and is actually getting things done. A lot of times when I do things, I don't feel efficient, and I don't think I'm actually making a difference. I don't feel like I am. creating this YouTube channel and this business model that I have been following, it made me tied to my work. Thinking 10 years down the line, like, I don't want to be tied to a job. I don't want to be self-employed. I want to be a business owner. I don't want to just create this job for myself where the only way I get ahead is if I work harder and longer hours. Yes, working hard is very important, but I don't want to create a better job. I want to create a vehicle that's going to operate independent of me. And most importantly, I just want to always grow and learn as a person, and I don't feel like I've been developing lately. So I've been asking myself this question: who am I? What are my actual passions, and what do I really enjoy doing? What inspires me, and what lights me up? I think the answer to that is business. I think I'm an entrepreneur deep, deep down. And I think I've gotten away from that. I think that might be why I feel this way. Now, I want to try my best not just to run to the next shiny object. I know sometimes it's easy to think that the grass is always greener on the other side. And I don't want to have that feeling. I don't want to just run to the next cool thing, because a man who chases many chickens will never catch one. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Maybe this means that it's time for me to start creating different types of content. Sometimes I feel like I want to be more serious on YouTube and create more serious type content. I have so much fun in my entrepreneurial endeavors, and I think that might be what really lights me up. So maybe it's time for me to start changing up my content. Or maybe it's time for me to stop YouTube altogether. I don't have all the answers, but I need to take some time to figure those out. I need to figure out what I really want and how to get there. What is the best way that I can help all of you? But I've got a lot of thinking to do, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you have a dream, chase it. You only get one shot at this life. So do the things that you care about, even if you're like me right now when you are trying to figure out what that is. I don't think this is goodbye forever, but goodbye for now.